YouTube. Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy D Lee. The video topic for today is gonna be that women are hypergamous, and you must understand that and how to deal with that. Before I get into it, I just want to tell y'all I appreciate all the support. If you really enjoy the content that I've been giving, please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Really hit that subscribe button below. And if you really enjoy what I'm producing, man. But to the video topic for today, just understanding hypergamy and that women are hypergamous. And what that means, for those that don't know what that means that women look at you for your resources, what you do, what you have, the value you provide, and the resources that you have at your disposal. And women will choose you or not choose you based on that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna break that down, man. Like, just like how you look, you see a lot of women on the average, they're gonna choose a guy that has financial stability, that is physically in shape, that they see as physically appeasing to them, a guy that's charismatic, and a guy that has status. Most girls look at those four things. And when I say charismatic, and I guess I'll add a fifth category, character, personality, and character. A girl will look at those five things. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to choose you or not choose you based on those things. But what you have to understand is where the hypergamy plays a role is you can have a great character, a great personality, and be able to make a girl laugh and everything else. But they don't know that when they first see you. So if you don't have a status or some type of status, and you don't have swag, or you don't have the physicality part of yourself in good condition, if you don't have those things, then you're not even gonna get a chance. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'll give y'all a couple of examples of that. Like, I remember this one time right before I graduated, I had to go get some work done. Before I graduated, I had to get some things cleared. And I was talking to an advisor. It was a young chick. The time I was like 21, 22. And she was pretty much my age. I can tell she was like right at my age. And we were just talking. And like, you know, it's good conversation, just life and stuff and goals and stuff. And conversation was good. Like, you know, I can tell like we were vibing. It was good conversation. But like it got to a point she was asking, what do I do? And, you know, what are my aspirations and things? And when I share with her, and I normally don't tell people that I make music and things like that. And, you know, I'm an artist and things. But when I told her that, and we were looking at each other like, you know what I'm saying? We were making eye contact and everything. I literally saw her eyes light up when I said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I literally saw her go from just us looking at each other, just talking, to like high level intrigue, extreme high level. I literally watched the entire demeanor change, bro. And it's just like, at the time, I didn't know that. But looking back now, I was just like, hypergamy, man. Like, you know, when a girl see a guy that has good character, and then you got something going for yourself, and you got status with something, or you got, you know, an intriguing job, or you do something that most people will find interesting, oh, girls gonna choose you, man. That's just what it's gonna be. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's so important to not only have good character, but make sure that you have the other areas of your life good, in good condition. You got good value. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's going to determine, like, looks and everything, looks and the swag and everything, that's not everything. It's not the end all be all. But it's going to get you in the door. Once you get in the door, everything else will take over. If you have good character, good personality, that'll take over. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to have those other areas in line too, because you're not even going to get an interview. That's like looking at a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can have all of the qualifications for the job, but if it's a job where you need a bachelor's degree, if you don't have that bachelor's degree, they're not even gonna look at you. You feel what I'm saying? Because your resume ain't even appealing because you don't even have that main thing that they looking for. Or not even the main thing that they looking for, the eye catcher, the hook. With the resume, having that 4-year degree, that experience, those are the hooks that draws an employer or a manager to you. With the girls, having yourself physically in shape and having that confident aura, you know what I'm saying? And having a swag and a style and confidence about yourself, that's the hook. That is your degree when it comes down to these women. And if you don't have that, it don't matter how good of a person you are, how qualified you are, you're not gonna get the interviews. You're not gonna get the choosing signals. That's what it is, man. These girls are hypergamous. The more this you have, the more options you gonna get. The more choosing signals you gonna get. That's just what it is, man. And the status, like that matters too. Like I remember last month or whatever, the beginning of the month, well, it was late March or whatever, I went to get a new phone. I just got the iPhone 11 Pro or whatever. I went in the store to get a new phone, and there was a pretty Latina chick in there, like, you know, went and talked to her. And she was kind of rude, man. Like, she was shady. I went in there, you know, right before I worked out, I had on my workout clothes and everything, and, you know, just went in to get my phone and everything. And she was kind of standoffish and kind of rude, like almost like, I don't fuck with you. And I mean, she don't know me, but, you know, some girls give off that vibe, like, where they don't fuck with you or they don't look at you too highly or whatever. That's what it was, man. Like, and I noticed that. But, yeah, fast forward, I didn't get my phone that day or whatever. It was some shit that my dad had to take care of before I could get my phone. But I went back in there like a week and a half, 2 weeks later, before I went into work or whatever. I work at the hospital in the city that I live in or whatever. And, you know, this is one of the best hospitals in the country. So, you know, it has the perception of being a high-end job or whatever, difficult company to get into and everything. So, you know, I had my work clothes in and everything, polished up and everything. And I had on my badge. And the same girl, I went in there to get my phone, same pretty Latina girl that was in there. When I tell you a whole different vibe, this girl had a completely different vibe. I lie to you not, like, you know, asking questions, how's your day going, this and that, like, oh, you work at, I'm not going to say the name of the hospital I work at or whatever, but you work, man, fuck it, I'll say it, MUSC or whatever. It was just like, oh, you work at MUSC? And I was just like, okay, now I see what this is all about. And asking, what do I do? She was real friendly, like, real talkative, like, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole different aura. Now, some girls will try and make the excuse saying, well, maybe that first day you went in, you know, she was in a bad mood or something like that. Yeah, you know what? That is a possibility. But you know what? I was born in a day, but it wasn't yesterday. I'm not stupid, man. Like, I know what these girls about. They hypergamous. You feel what I'm saying? If I didn't have that badge on, if I wasn't in there the way I was, she was going to look at me a whole different way. But I'm telling you, girls, a lot of them treat you how they treat you based on who you are, what you have. Who you are and what you have, man. And that's the God's honest truth. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to learn these things. I didn't know these things before 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But it's just like, now that I know the game and I know what's up, I'm just sharing it with y'all, man. Like, you got to understand. That's like going into a basketball game, not knowing your opponent, you know, not knowing what you're trying to do, to score and win, not knowing the game plan, where you need to be, who's supposed to be where, and how to attack a defense in order to score and win. That's how it is when you go into dealing with these girls and not understanding that they're hypergamous. You got to have good character. You got to have good confidence and charisma. You got to have your body in shape. If you fat, work out, get your body right. You know what I'm saying? If you broke, get some money, have a nice style about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself. You feel what I'm saying? And just be a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do those things, then you got them. Hypergamy works in your favor when you do those things, because it's going to give you hella options at the end of the day. And that's all you got to look at, man. Just understand these girls are hypergamous by nature. That's what it is, man. That's all I got for today, man. Before y'all get out here, don't forget to like my shit, comment, and subscribe on my video. And I'll be back with y'all next time, man. Peace and love.